Hello and welcome. This is Damayanthi here. In this video, you're going to learn how to save a ton of time. How to save a ton of time. Now, to put in the terms of that you understand, in this video, you're going to learn how to be more productive, how to save time, and how to save money just by managing your emails. Just by managing your emails. Right. Just jump right in. You ready? Okay, now before I go on to the details of what I'm going to explain, just a little bit of a background. Now, have you ever had a shopping list? Have you gone with a shopping list and gone shopping, but bought a bunch of stuff, but not what you had on the list? Have you ever done that? I have sometimes. Now, and the other thing is, I heard this story on the radio recently. This couple went to buy a blender, $300 or something like that blender, but they end up going home with a $2,000 TV. And just the funniest story that I heard is this man went to buy a toothbrush and a mouthwash, but went home with $1,800 laptop. So these are common. It happened to you. It happened to me. But in this regard, I'm not going to take you shopping, but I'm going to take you a similar way. Have you ever been to your email inbox and gone to the rabbit hole, clicking this, clicking that, maybe end up in Facebook and spending hours doing everything else, but the things that you have in your to-do list, have you experienced that? So now listen on. Now this has happened to many people. Now what I have done is I have developed a technique which I follow, which I call out of sight technique, and this works really well for me, and I'm sure it'll work for any other online marketer. Now this technique are based on Merlin Mann's inbox zero method, but it's I've adapted it to the online marketer, online network marketing, or MLM business owners, how you can manage your email in order to be more productive and save ton of time for you to do the things on your to-do list. Okay, now in this out of sight technique, what you got to do is you have to separate your emails that you get in your inbox into different categories. Now, for example, the emails that the basic emails that you would receive would be advice of commissions, money received, which are great. I love looking at those. And you may be receiving some information about your tools that you're paying for on a monthly basis or so you get those emails. And then you get some emails that for the list from the marketers and other competitors, lists that you have subscribed to, you get ton of those. And also you get some spam, and you will get messages from your team, from your clients, and advice of leads, etc., etc. You get those lots and lots of email. If you don't control that, you will end up having running inboxes to over thousands and thousands of emails. So how do you do that? See, majority of your emails would be from some subscriptions that you have done. You have gone and put your name and email address to receive some information from some sites, some people that you like to hear from. So do you need to read all those emails every day? No, you don't. So according to this out of sight method, out of sight technique, I skip those emails, the inbox, and put into other labels. So this is what I basically do. If I subscribe to someone's email list, if I like what he said and I think I've got value out of them, say let's say I subscribe today, and I will wait for few days to see what they are communicating to me, and see whether there is any value, whether it's taking somewhere, or whether I like their style, is there anything to learn from them, or at least if you can just to figure out what they're talking about, if they're like a competitor. So things like that. So but if they don't serve that purpose, I would straight away unsubscribe and just delete all the emails. If I want to keep that emails, I create a label. Any email program, you can create labels. I mean, I use Gmail, which is really really good. So I create a label for subscription. So probably I will have their name, I will have subscriptions, and then um, a Mr. A, Mrs. B, whatever it is. So I have different subscriptions, and I set my filters to skip my inbox so I don't see them. Now you may ask, what's the point, Damayanthi? What's the point in subscribing to these emails if you're going to skip the inbox and not have looking at them? No, it's not the case. You don't need to, at your email time, maybe you set aside 15 or 30 minutes for your email. But what happens is when you go through this rabbit hole and click on, these marketers are so clever, which is great. You can learn heap ton from them. They got so much attention grabbing headlines, and you click on them, you want to go through, read, and you want to click that link and you want to go there, and then you listen to their half an hour 45 minutes video, and maybe you whip up your credit card and end up buying something. So you don't want that to happen, because you got your priorities. You have your to-do list that you have prioritized what you're going to do today. So you don't want to be subject to somebody else's priorities. You have to manage your own priorities first, and then have a look at that in your downtime. Like if there is a really major launch of something, you got to hear about it somehow. That will be everywhere online if you're online, unless you're under a rock. So you don't have to look at those. See, like if you're getting heaps of commission on every single day, maybe those are some things that you can skip the inbox. But I personally like looking at those emails. So that's up to you. So the other things, like if you have some tools, like let's say Aweber, or like Get Response, so email marketing tools, or maybe your hosting services, you probably want to get your receipts that to inbox first before you transfer them, because sometimes there may be credit card validity issues and you might have to go and update, so you wouldn't know those. So you need to look at those important emails. Those are important, and you want to get your emails from your clients and the team, what they want. And I mean, if it takes like a minute or so to respond it, put it in a folder, file away, or if you don't need to file, just delete it. So make sure that end of the day you don't have any emails in your inbox. And in your downtime, maybe in the weekend or any other scheduled time, maybe schedule half an hour, or go through those subscriptions, that the email list that you subscribe to, and learn from these. And maybe if there is some good program that you want to be part of, maybe you can buy that, or whatever you want to do, you're free to do. But it will not, when you adopt this out of sight technique, it will not take your time away from doing what is your schedule, your to-do list, what you have to do to that. So you won't be going through that guilt trip. When you don't do what you're supposed to do, you feel so guilty, just like you're eating some sweets and things like that you're not supposed to eat. See, if you don't have anything in the cupboard that would put your weight on, or what you don't want to eat, but what you shouldn't be eating, you're not going to eat that anyway. You see? So if you don't see that email coming through, you won't be distracted. You just have got so many emails, 5 or 10 emails, and if just be ruthless in deleting the emails, and whatever you get, just take action straight away, file them away in the folder, and then enjoy that free time that you get by managing these emails. I hope you got the ton out of this message. So what I want you to do now is, below this video I have got 4-step formula that I've just explained to you right now, and I've given like a 4-step formula how to do this. So go through and follow that, and if you find some value out of this, share with email to your friends and share with them. They're going to gain a lot of value from this. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please click on the link below and visit my blog, and there will be 4 steps that you need to do. And with that said, don't miss any of my updates. Go and subscribe to this email newsletter. Just put your email address and I will come to you with some great tips like this in order for you to save time, be more productive, make more money, and go down the path of success. With that said, you have a fabulous rest of the day. I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.